Hey guys, I am so sorry I have been slack and I haven't been on here in a long time since I told you all that it was a boy. Um, so I just want to do a quick update since I haven't done one in so long. Um, when I was pregnant with my daughter, I did a blog and I did like weekly updates and I typed all this stuff and tried to remember everything. And I feel like the second child is definitely getting shafted in that sense because I haven't blogged anything about him and I haven't vlogged or done any updates here about him. So I just feel like I owe it to him and to you guys who subscribe to me to at least do some sort of update. So today I am 33 weeks and 2 days pregnant. The baby is the size of a honeydew melon. Um, Went to the doctor yesterday though, and he is measuring 34 weeks, and he has been consistently measuring 1 week ahead since my anatomy scan at 20 weeks. And last week he was actually 2 weeks ahead. So I went back this week, and if he was still 2 weeks ahead, they were going to do a growth scan, and he was back to one. So they said it was probably just the way he was like positioned. Um, but anyway, so he's big. And my husband was 9 pounds and 3 ounces when he was born, and my sister-in-law was 9 pounds 15 ounces. So they were both really big. My daughter was 7'13". So I'm really hoping that, and she came at 38 weeks. So I'm really hoping that he comes early and that he's not over 8 pounds. Anyways, um, movement. Yes, he moves all the time, so much more than Mary Tyler, my daughter, moved. He does the biggest, hardest, like jerking, rolling over, feisty movements, so much so that it makes me nauseated. It's always when I'm trying to sleep. He even kicks when I'm just like walking around and stuff, which they usually aren't supposed to do because they're usually asleep. But he is crazy and he never stops moving. Um, and it's something that I have a really hard time with, like emotionally, because once I had my daughter, I was so sad about not being able to feel her move anymore. Like I love the feeling of feeling the baby move in my stomach. So I feel so conflicted uh, when I complain about it to my husband or when I even just think, oh, this is so annoying. I wish he would be still. I want to go to sleep because I know once he's out that I'm going to miss it. And I feel like it's such a gift and a blessing that we're able to feel as women, able to feel what it feels like to have a baby inside of us. And um, I don't know. I just feel like it's a great thing to be able to experience. So I get really mad at myself when I complain about it. But there, I think there comes a certain point where I'm like, okay, just time for bed now. Just be still because he is crazy. So movement all the time. Um, Sleep, it's okay. I have to go to the bathroom a lot. My hips hurt really badly, so every time I have to get out of bed to go to the bathroom, it feels like my hips just gonna totally give out. Um, I don't know. Sleep's like half and half. Last night I slept really well, but some nights I'm up like once an hour going to the bathroom. So we'll call it in the middle right now. I haven't really had many cravings this pregnancy. At the beginning it was meat, like burgers or chicken fingers or a steak. I really liked meat at the beginning. And about 2 months ago I found out I'm anemic this pregnancy, so that's probably why I was craving meat. I'm on iron supplement now, so um, yesterday my hemoglobin was back up pretty good, so that's fine. But no other real big cravings. Symptoms, the hip pain I told you about. I'm just really tired. The newest weird one is my fingers hurt. Like when I just go like this, all the joints in my fingers feels like I have arthritis or something. They hurt really bad. And I think that's because of just all of your joints in general are a lot looser towards the end of pregnancy. So maybe that's what it is. It's not like the carpal tunnel tingly pain. It's just like, I don't know. My skin started breaking out again. Obviously, there's like zits. Um, that's a symptom. I have a little bit of leakage going on, but not much, and really it's only just if I squeeze or like when I get out of the shower and stuff, I can notice it sometimes. What else? What else? Ex Going to the bathroom a lot. My hands have gotten swollen. I can wear my ring right now, but I have to take it off every night. And if I don't, I wake up panicking because I can't get it off. Um, and I never had swelling like that with my daughter, so swelling has started, not my ankles yet, but definitely my hands. And I think that's all for symptoms. Um, what I miss drinking, not like I'm a huge drinker or anything, but the past few weekends it's been really sunny and warm, and I have friends that post pictures of like frozen margaritas and just a beer, and going over to my friend's house a few times, and all our husbands are outside just drinking beer, hanging out, in tailgate chairs and watching TV, and I really miss just being able to drink a beer or get a margarita at the Mexican restaurant. Um, there's no real milestones left anymore. I mean, I guess when I get to full term, that's a milestone, but um, I guess it's a milestone that with my daughter, I went into preterm labor at 31 and a half weeks. I was dilated 2 centimeters, and I was admitted to the hospital for 4 days and had to be on magnesium and everything. And this time, they've been checking me ever since 28 weeks and done a few fetal fibronectin tests, and they're always negative. But every time they've checked me, my cervix has been high and tight and closed, and they've done some internal ultrasounds to measure cervical length, and it's always been good. Yesterday when he checked me, he said I am about a fingertip dilated, but zero effacement, and that the baby is not like engaged, locked and loaded or anything, that he can kind of like press his head up and he'll just float right back on up there. So he's not, fully engaged, and my cervix is still tight. So maybe a little bit dilated, but um, it's up there, which I've passed that by about a week and a half, 2 weeks now from what I did with my daughter. So it's been nerve-wracking because I just keep thinking like any minute something might happen like it did with her, but not yet. So far, weight gain, I've gained like 16 pounds. Um, from what I can read and research, I feel like that's pretty good at 33 weeks to have only gained 16 pounds. But I lost a lot of weight at the beginning when I was sick. And I weighed more when I got pregnant this time than when I was with my daughter. I think by the end of my pregnancy with her, I'd gained like 27. I don't know. What I'm nervous about? I'm not really nervous about anything except I don't want to go to full term. I'm already in so much discomfort and anxiety. My four best friends are pregnant. One just had her baby and he was 5 days late. The other is due April 10th. Um, the other two are due in August and September, but watching her have her newborn, and then my other friend that's about to have her newborn any day now because she's 38 weeks, it makes me jealous, but it also kind of soothes my rush to have him because I can like cuddle their newborns and feel like mine's coming soon, but I just don't. With my daughter, since I went into preterm labor, I was on bed rest from 32 to 36 weeks. But basically, we're like, if you sneeze, she might come out, so stay in the bed. Like, I spent all that time trying to keep her in. So I just assumed at 36 weeks when I went off bed rest that she was going to come out. And they checked me at 36 weeks, and I was 3 centimeters. And she was like, oh, you're 3 centimeters. Your water bag is bulging. It's going to break any minute. Just be prepared. Make sure your bag's packed, blah, blah, blah. You probably won't be back for your 37-week appointment. So for that whole week, I walked around thinking, okay, any minute she's coming. And y'all moms out there know how just like anxiety-ridden thinking it's going to happen any minute and then nothing happens. It makes it 10 times worse because you're just sitting there waiting for something to happen and it feels like nothing's ever happening. So at the next week appointment at my 37 week, checks me again. I'm still 3 centimeters, but I was more effaced that time, I think. And again, she's like, oh my gosh, your water bag is just hanging on by a thread. Like, you definitely won't make it to your next week's appointment. But schedule it anyway, but you probably won't make it. There I go, 38 weeks on my way to the appointment. This is 2 weeks after they told me it'd be any minute. I think I was crying the whole way there to my husband, like, if they tell me that I won't be back next week, I'm going to be so sad. Like, I just wanted to have her. And I was having contractions a little bit when I got there. And when she checked me, I was 4 to 5 centimeters and 80% effaced. And she was like, if you went to the hospital right now, they wouldn't send you home because you're 4 to 5 centimeters. But, you know, they would make you walk the halls and all that. So if you want to go do that at home, just wait till your contractions pick up or until your water breaks and then go on in. And we ended up going to the hospital like 3 hours later because my contractions picked up. And I got to the hospital, I was 6 centimeters. So I had her on 38 weeks exactly. But with all of that being said, that whole time I was waiting on her to come and thinking she was going to come any minute. And I hated the anxiety of that. And I know that they're going to keep checking me because of my preterm labor history and the contractions I've been having and all that. And I'm just going to try really hard this time to not let myself think that means anything. Because when they tell me 3 centimeters and your water's going to break any minute, that was just, it weighs on your nerves so bad. I would like jump out of bed or like jump off the curb, and my husband would get so mad at me, and I'd be like, I just want my water to break. I would cough all the time. Like, when they tell you your water's about to break and it never does, it just drives you crazy. So I'm going to try not to let whatever the doctors say get to me this time, but come 37 weeks, I'm going to start doing all the, not the crazy stuff like castor oil and all that, but I'll maybe eat some pineapple and maybe drink red raspberry leaf tea and take evening primrose oil and any of the stuff I can kind of get prepared to go ahead and set things in motion. But back to the question, sorry, pregnancy brain. What am I nervous about? I'm nervous that he's going to take a long time to come out, or I'm nervous that I'm going to have a totally different labor situation that I did with my daughter. Because with her, it was so easy. I was 7 centimeters when I got my epidural. I never really had terrible pain. I only pushed for about 30 minutes, and it was just really easy. And so was my friend's first delivery. It was really easy. And then her most recent one, she was screaming in agony all the way to the hospital, and when she got there was already 9 centimeters. And she, luckily, all the delivery went well and everything. She got her epidural and ended up having an easy delivery, but it was a totally different experience. So I'm nervous that this one won't follow suit to my daughter's at all, and I won't really know what to expect. And now I realize I've been talking for way longer than I planned. Sorry, had a lot to catch you up on. But anyways, I've still been following all you guys' videos, and I love watching y'all's, and I'm really sorry if I let you down and I haven't been uploading like I should. I'll try to do a few more posts at least before he gets here, and maybe I'll show you some pictures of his nursery or something. Let me do a belly shot. Here we go. 33 weeks. He's really big. This is him in the front. So he's a lot lower, I feel like, than I carried my daughter higher and more in my back. And I feel like I carry him really low and heavy. Anyways, that's it for now. And please leave me comments and let me know that you saw my finally updated video, and let me know if you want me to make some more updates before he gets here. Bye.